Thank you so much for your understanding, Mr. Sharma and Miss Bhuwanish.
Please, madam. You have my admiration for voluntarily taking care of these kids. Besides, technically speaking, this room doesn't belong to me anymore, but to my sister Kumar. I wish I could leave the house to you for future use. But you heard what the lady said. I don't even know if the house will survive the meteor. This is the latest batch of Darjeeling tea. Some locals gave it to me when I went across their village. Careful. It's hot.
You two are in on it together? You've been lying to me all this time?
Hey, quiet before Mr. Jha. You don't lose anything, my lady. Please forgive me, will you? Now pass me cookies. I need to fill my belly and get to work.
My apologies, Miss Sharjah. I know this is totally out of the blue. And the details are yet to be verified. But our valuable time is running out. The last thing we should do is keep on waiting.
Kaalaa Baunaa. My, I think I know this name. I've read the paper co-authored by you and Professor Himani.
Huh? You've read my paper?
Yeah. I'm studying in a public university in Chandigarh. I get to learn a lot of new stuff there. I had a whim to study astronomy before, and I remember reading it in a periodical. Yes, I'm sure. It's the same name. This part and this part. I've read them in your paper, but this one on the side, I don't know anything like it.
It's okay. That one involves the knowledge of Arcana. Anyway, this is good news. No, great news. So what are you doing in Mor Pankh?
Oh, I take care of the kids here in my spare time. Most of them are humans, but there are arcanists too.
I see.
So, what are you going to do now? I know the top priority is to evacuate the villages. But we don't have much time, since the Deepa festival will start in less than 4 days. Besides, things are complicated in this village. Most of them, including me, had moved to Chandigarh. And the rest of them...
I've heard about that on the way here. Most villagers are reluctant to leave no matter what I say. I tried by starting with those young arcanists, but shame it didn't work at all. The silver lining is, we have the helping hand of Miss Bhuwanish. She will try to make contact with the Foundation as soon as possible. But we still need to evacuate every villager we can. We know almost nothing about Kumar's plan now. not to mention her whereabouts or purpose.
Relax. For now, we have two solutions to the problem. First, let's find my clever evil sister so that our astronomer friend can figure out a way to stop the meteor. Or spread the word and tell everyone to take the earliest train and leave the impact area. It's hard to be optimistic given the situation, but at least there is something we can do to reduce the damage. But if we continue to sit around waiting, the situation will only worsen. Come, let's think.
Génial! Il est finalement utile!
SPF-1 portable contact device activated. Welcome. Arcane skill verification activated. Please make sure you are not equipped with any wands. Read out the random incantation displayed on the screen clearly. Make sure your tone remains stable.
Fuego! Burn!
Verification success. Registered user, Matilda Buanish. Access level D. No abnormal arcane skill fluctuation detected in the area so far. Level D, access only supports quick report.
Accès insuffisant? La description dit... donc seul un enquêteur peut demander un renfort via ce système. Alors, à quoi ça sert de le transporter partout? Je pensais que ce serait utile pour les urgences. Non, cela signifie-t-il que je vais rater l'occasion d'étudier l'énergie céleste en plus de gâcher ma chance de capturer le Manius? La réception est terrible ici. Comment est-ce que je vais entrer en contact avec la Fondation?
Oh, that doesn't sound like any progress with her. And what I have here is only books. Books and books and books. Nothing else. Calf feeding and management. Is my sister really an astronomer? Was I mistaken about anything? Hey, Matilda, if you like, there should be the last two pieces of Plera J on the table. Remember to have them with tea, or it's going to hurt your throat and ruin your beautiful voice. Kanjira was ecstatic about those cookies. She even took 3 pieces with her when she left. I hope that kind human girl will get to the train station safely with those kids. Now, let's take a look at you. What are you doing? Is this the stone Kumar left to you? Vishnu?
Brahma creates, Shiva exterminates, and Vishnu safeguards the balance of the world lying on the ocean of stars. According to the materials, well, maybe I should explain it with mythologies for non-researchers. They mentioned 3 idols, but Vishnu's is the only one left, so she must have taken the other 2. Perhaps it's proof that Kumar abandoned the path of maintaining the balance in the first place. That mural there, she said the mythology on it has been passed down in her family.
That's true. I've recited that story at least 20 times. But the part on the mural, to be honest, it feels so out of place to me. It was more like foisted into those well-known myths. Like, a pair of ox horns on a horse's head.
An unusual metaphor. But actually, it plays a significant part in connecting all the mythologies we know. These mythologies are the primary material of our research. We've been trying to prove human science with basic arcanum theory. In fact, there is a connection between them, and they can support each other. If arcanists and humans could get along, I suppose the world would have developed faster than it does now. It's not easy to explain it through, but in short, there is another universe in the shape of an egg affecting reality. We call it the meditator's realm. Just like our daily dreams, you can enter it once you fall asleep. But that's not how we do it. We connect part of our gnosis with the realm through a special kind of meditation. It's not as easy as it sounds. One needs to either master the meditation skills like we do, or use a special medium as an anchor. Some mythologies are the original translation of the realm. An existence that cannot be observed through the methods in this world can be located as long as it is included in mythology. That's how we located that star. Sadly, if we can't prove its existence with data recorded by human technology, our discovery is useless.
I'm surprised. For all this time, she has never given up on studying the old arcanum tale of our family.
You can even say she's fanatic about it. It's just... Indeed, we can do a lot of supernatural things in the realm. If your mind is calm or your anchor is strong enough, you can even do whatever you want. But it's limited inside there. Remember I said it's like our daily dreams? Just think of it as a controllable one. Everything in the realm is created based on reality. In other words, it's nothing but a mirror, and the images in a mirror can never affect reality. It's impossible to bring anything into the realm, not to mention taking anything out. But the statues in the cave actually exist in this world. They are tangible. That means she's gone much further than I do. She mastered a method I'm not aware of. What bewilders me is her arcane skill. How did she do that if not for the Manus' help?
Oh, come on. She also knows that cave a lot better than I do, right? We never hung out much. How long did she stay in the village on her last visit? A month maybe? Or 2 weeks? I'm not sure. I even crushed her glasses by accidentally sitting on them. Those are the same glasses you have on your belt. At that time, I thought she was a distant relative I don't know of. After all, it's rare to meet someone so clever and open-minded in this village. I even lent this room to her. This was my secret basement, you know. But only after we parted did my father tell me that she's my sister, the daughter they sent away for lack of arcanum talent.
I do remember those days roughly. Back then, I couldn't find her in the institution. I was all alone for a long time.
What happened to her has inevitably affected me. I grew more and more rebellious against the family rules.
It's like a story full of cliches. Giving up the training, refusing to listen to my father, skipping all the practice I could possibly avoid. I didn't want to be the blockhead hedged by the so-called family heritage. Of course, at the end of the story, I paid my price for breaking away. But I think for her, it is even harder to break free. I guess her plan is to invite me over to this dump full of bad memories, and swoosh, boom, smash all the annoyances with a star. That's a solemn ending. Pity the ones she hates are all gone now. But how come you're invited too? Did you upset her as well?
That's a good point. Hatred could be the most likely reason. Actually, we didn't get along well after we left the university. Ever since our identities as arcanists were exposed, we couldn't stay in the institution anymore. That's also the beginning of our disagreement. I always thought that, on the way to proving myself, ourselves, we were each other's only friend and best partner. How could I finish my study in campus full of humans without her? But then my mind was changed. I wouldn't have connected Kumar with the Manus Vindictae if Hermione's words were all I heard. But I know that was not the first time they made contact.
You mean...
Yes. I don't know the reason, but the Manus has contacted her long ago. She gave them the cold shoulder at the time. But I knew something inside her had changed. Soon after that, she left me, taking all the materials with her. I know the only thing I can do to meet her again is keep walking on the way to study that celestial body. That will lead me to her one day. As I said, we could frequently feel the existence of each other from the changes of the celestial body. But she could always find more information than I do, because the traces left by Arcanum are more obvious than those left by science. This connection between us conveyed my belief to her that one day we would meet again as colleagues. I just didn't expect that this would be the final outcome of my observation, or that we would end up on the opposite sides.
Can there be any lamer stories to tell than these two?
For now, we can't find more clues in our house. Maybe we should go to the shrine again? How much do you remember the myth of your family? As I just said, that was the primary material of our study.
Genius you are, Matilda!
Running and jumping around with hot tea. I sure know the fun within. But at my age, with the benefit of hindsight, I have to tell you to be careful. You might get burned by the tea.
No, it's the spice! The spice in the tea!
More spice to it? I do have a dozen kinds of different spices with me. Looks like you are very used to them in tea.
Exactly! Tea spices! Now it's time for Matilda to show you her best shot! Oh, cumin. Oh, you also have clove blossom here. Fantastic.
The crystal divination. I've spent too much time in the human world to remember the convenience of arcanum.
If I can foresee any sign about Kumar, our problem will be ended. With the help of the great Matilda, of course. Okay, take a deep breath. Give me your hands. Rest them on top of mine. Yes, like that. Now, think of Kumar in your head. Odd. What is this? Is that the train station? There are... The manners already reached Mor Pankh? Bring those guys too. Take the tuk-tuk to the train station. Here are a few spots in my caravan.
Yes, boss.
No, wait. Where's Sharjah? What took her so long? Wasn't she with you?
I saw her. Went to the other side of the village.
Over there? I remember. That's...
Sir, please trust me. You have to convince your father. It's not like before.
Sharjah, it's not that I don't want to talk to my father.
You have come to me, I don't know, so many times. Father has already scolded me several times for letting Gina learn all those unorthodox stuff from you. You know, those human books. You can see, even Gina's mother has no help in the kitchen now. I even have to prepare the candles for Deepa festival myself.
No matter what you say, I'm not taking your advice this time. You would better leave before my father comes out. You know how mad he gets when he sees a human.
ओए राजेश, तुम किससे बात कर रहे हो? तुम फिर से?
देखिए, कृपया मेरी बात मानिए। ये आपात स्थिति है। पूरी बात समझने का वक्त नहीं है। बस इतना समझा लीजिए कि ये सारा गांव उल्कापन से तहस नहस हो जाएगा। आप और आपके परिवार को तुरंत यहाँ से चले जाना चाहिए।
बस, बहुत हो चुकी ये बातें। हम जान गए हैं तुम्हारी योजना। हमें यहाँ से निकालना चाहते हो? कभी नहीं।
नहीं पिताजी, आप जानते हैं कि शर्जा हमेशा।
मैं इससे बात कर रहा हूँ। चलो जाओ, वरना।
Bunji, stop him!
तुम कौन हो पागल? और इंसानों की दाल में क्या कर रहे हो?
कंजरा!
क्या? उसकी नहीं तो और किसकी सहायता करूं? तुम्हारी एहसान फरामोश बुढ़े?
तुम
कितनी बार शजा ने तुम्हारी सहायता करी है और जिना को ना जाने कितनी बातें सिखाई हैं। तुम लोगों ने सिर्फ उसके साथ बुरा बर्ताव किया है। बस बातें करते रहते हो आर्केनिस्ट और इंसानों के बारे में। रहो यहीं अगर रहना है तो। शर्जा तुम सबको बचाने की कोशिश कर रही है, पर कोई सुनना नहीं चाहता। गिरने दो उल्का पिंड को ताकि तुम सब कुचल जाओ उसके नीचे। चलो।
मुझे माफ कर दो। ये तो Kanjira, stop! Don't pull me. It hurts.
They is always mean to you and bullying you. Why you must look for trouble?
Kanjira.
After all the things you do for them, how can they treat you like that? Just leave them alone. Come with me. I still have your spot on my caravan. The time for entering and exiting the trains at the station is the same every day. I remember it well. There will be a train leaving here soon. There's still time.
Kanjira, take a deep breath and listen to me. I know you said all those things to them for me, and I appreciate that. But think about it. If I treat them just the same way they treated me, just stand by and watch them head to death, even if I'm doing this out of understandable fury, how would it make me any different to them? Volunteering to help you, and in your opinion, risking my life to save them, they are all out of my own will. Hatred doesn't end itself, Kanjira. It has to be ended by someone.
don't understand. Do we mean nothing to you?
How come? What gave you such an idea? You are my most precious children. All of you are my treasures.
This is not the first time you prefer they over we. You always put they first when there's a problem.
Kanjara,
I am not able to read, but I'm not a kid now. If I can, I don't want to be an arcanist too. So me, you and Ajar is the same.
Kanjara, don't cry, Kanjara. So you've been thinking, oh, little one, you're just like us. We are your family.
No, you don't understand, Miss Sharja. Enough talk. Maybe I don't understand any of your lectures, but you can't stay here.
I'm sorry, Kanjara. I have to admit they're unreasonable. But as I said, we should put that aside now. It's a matter of life, Kanjara. I can't.
You is not listening to me at all. Fine. Be a savior and go. We leave here on our own.
Kanjara!
बस नहीं बात करनी उससे फिर कभी. अजर, सिन्हा जी. कहाँ है सब? इतना सन्नाटा क्यों है यहाँ? पहर को तो बहुत भीड़ थी. ये तो खून, इतना सारा खून. नहीं, अजर, सिन्हा जी.
ओ बॉस, इधर. यहाँ सुरक्षित है. यहाँ आ जाओ.
मेरी तो जान ही निकल गई थी. शुक्र है तुम ठीक हो. क्या हुआ यहाँ?
पता नहीं, कुछ भयानक से लोग अचानक आ गए. उन्होंने चेहरों पे मखौटे लगा रखे थे. वहाँ उस प्लेटफॉर्म पर कुछ और लोग हैं. पता नहीं कहाँ से आ टपके और यात्रियों पर बिना मतलब के हमला करने लगे. शुक्र है कि सारे यात्री यहाँ से जा चुके थे, वे शरजाक की वजह से बच गए। हम पीछे रह के तुम्हारा इंतजार कर रहे थे। तुम अकेले आए हो? मिस्टर जाक कहाँ है? वो शांत, वो लोग आ रहे हैं, तुम्हें देख न ले। धत तेरी, मेरी चंदी की।
सही में इन सब चीजों की तुम्हें इस वक्त कोई जरूरत है? भागो! बचाओ अजर!
बॉस!
बहुत दर्द हो रहा है। बच्ची, काट लो उनको। जाओ, कैरावैन में छुप जाओ। यहाँ मैं संभालती हूँ। बहुत दर्द हो रहा है। अब तो मर गई पक्का। So glad I got up in time.
There are people over here. Let's take it first.
This place is soon going to be dangerous. I know a place. It's close to here. Come, take them this way.
Dirty, filthy, less than elegant mugs. Matilda won't even sweat bringing you down. May the peace be with us. Ouch! Is your medic skill really okay? Huh? Are you questioning my skill? I was always, for most of the time, the best student in first aid class. There, the pain is gone. Yeah? Well, not bad. Hey! I'm not done with your stealing! Hey! I already apologize. Slick. I didn't expect to see this. What a spacious yard for a house located right next to the train station.
Old buddy, I'm surprised that you're still here.
We have settled everyone so far. I didn't expect so many men as members here. I've never encountered them before. They can't be communicated with. How horrible. And since we meet them here, it means...
Kumar did cooperate with the menace.
Shoot. It's completely out of control. The incantation in the cave. She must be able to detect the fluctuation caused by it, and that gives us away. But what in the world is her purpose? Did she think I would stop her? So she deployed these things to slaughter the village. Does revenge matter that much to her? I trusted her. I never believed she would do such a thing, even if we're no longer on the same path. But the reality tells me my trust in her is nothing but a joke.
Hatred changes people. It's not a choice, Kaalaa. You don't have to feel bad for trusting people. You trust someone because they are trustworthy, but you never need a reason to hate. Let your guard down for even 1 second. The toxic idea will sneak into your mind, and it would be impossible to get rid of it. It will burn your mind and sanity until you become an animal living for revenge, even forget your own name. Oh, don't look at me like that. It's nothing personal. In my mind, she is still my cool and scholarly sister. I was young and easily fooled back then. What I said was based on my real-life experience. I was way more outrageous than her. I mean, we were all young once, right?
No matter what, she's already on the move. But we don't even know where she is.
Don't even think about it. The painkiller won't last long. There's no way you can drive with a wounded foot.
But Sharja's still out there. She can't use any arcane skills if she's found by the masked monster.
Even if you are right on this, I can't just let you...
SPF-1 portable contact device activated. Abnormal arcane skill fluctuation detected. Conducting analysis.
It just activates itself? Huh?
Source of abnormal arcane skill fluctuation confirmed. Similar faction, Manus Vindictae. Margin of error, 0.121%. Emergency support application sent. Adjusted support application priority to high.
Does it mean we can ask the Foundation for backup now? This is great! People, I finally got in touch with the Foundation!
Yeah? That's good news.
But the Manus is still wandering out there. Before the Foundation evacuates them, the village will be destroyed. We can't just sit around and watch. There is another way.
Way? What way?
If she can do it, I can do it too. Maybe I can find traces of her if I enter the realm. Because I also mastered meditation skills. Yes, that's right. I know the path inside. What do I need? Yes, water. Enough water to soak me in.
Miss Kaalaa Baunaa?
Now hold on. Please wait. If it was so easy, why didn't you look for her in the realm in the first place? It is a risky move, am I right?
How did you know?
Oh, just my instincts or experiences, perhaps? No offense, but when I look at you, I see a desperate tiger cub cornered by the hunters. The situation is not as simple as you think. Since she can invite us to Mor Pankh, she can play the same trick and invite you to her realm. This could be a trap to keep you stuck inside the realm.
You are right. It is a risky move. With the other two idols as her anchors, she's the true dominator of the realm now. I can't foresee what's ahead of us in there, so I've been avoiding it. But we don't have other choices, do we?
Now we are talking. You seem ready. But... Whatever you decide to do next, don't. This is the advice from an experienced hunter.
Why?
Because whatever is in your mind now is going to send you into the hunter's trap. This happens to all kinds of animals. When the animal realizes it is cornered, its mind will be in a muddle. It can't think of anything else, but at the same time, it strangely grows overconfident. It will take the gamble of escaping from its last way out, which is also going to be the entrance of the trap.
Trust me. I know how you feel. You thought there's no way out but a footlog bridge.
The Manus followers are still wandering about, and some villagers haven't been moved to safer locations. But sometimes, we must take the risky path to get out of the dreadful situation, even though it is full of traps. It may not solve all the problems, but it's better than doing nothing. If this really is a trap, that means we will meet again. And I have been waiting for a chance to talk to her face to face for too long. I have been chasing after an imaginary goal since she left me. I watched that star closely, taking down everything that I could observe. However, despite all the efforts, deep down I know better than anyone else, it's useless. I remember those days, almost half of which were like living in a mist. But now, I can feel it. Her silhouette is right there in front of me. To be honest, this is not the best time to seize this chance.
Miss Kaalaa.
But no matter how I look at it, this is too good an opportunity to pass up.
Okay, fine.
If you insist on doing this, I will not stop you.
We all have our lessons to learn, and you are right. We don't have any better options. What is it they say? No risk, no feast, huh? But please keep this in mind. No matter what happens, your safety will always be the top priority. We cannot bear to lose someone who is capable of putting this to an end.
I will.
Are you sure? To use this?
What's wrong with it? It has enough water to soak me in.
You are much more practical than I thought.
Oh, before I go,
Aren't you going to take it with you, Miss Kaalaa?
no. Shamane has a point. This is our last chance to win this fight, and it should be kept away from Kumar as far as possible.
Miss Kaalaa? Take this with you then.
This is your...
My pendulum. It's one of my collections, one of the purest. Even I don't have a lot of them around. I realized that the theory of meditation you've talked about is quite similar to some of the crystal divination theories. So perhaps this will help you in the water if the crystal can stabilize the magnetic field and guide you in there.
You...
No need to be surprised. This is how quickly a genius can think.
Thank you.
Ah, great. So it's only me who can't understand this meditation in water thing? Well, it takes all sorts of rocks to form a mountain.
Okay, the pendulum and enough liquid. And all I have to do now is think of Kumar. else could it be more suitable than the place we first met? How thoughtful you were, Kumar, to recreate the observatory in the realm. Just an illusion in my mind. She remembered almost every detail of me as a child. It hurts. Did it hurt this much when I hit someone as a child?
Get out! You should not be here.
Ah, yes. Mom had taught me a few moves to deal with those brats at that age.
Leave!
This feels weird. Did Kumar put you here to guard this fragment of memory? This shall be the obstacle in my way to where I want to be. It's time to face the illusion from the past.
यहाँ पर क्या कर रहे हो? चले जाओ।
मैं 12 साल की उम्र में छोटी और कमजोर थी, लेकिन मुक्का मारने में मुझे कभी भी कोई झिझक नहीं हुई ना। लेकिन क्यों? आप क्यों? ओह, ठीक है। संवाद करने की यह इच्छा, इस उम्र में भी मैं बेहतर नहीं हूँ। फिर इसे कठिन तरीके से करना होगा।
Je vois ton destin.
You've grown taller and you have stronger hands, like I've dreamt of. So, have you two found the graveyard of stars?
तो आपका क्या मतलब है? क्या आपका मतलब है कुमार? तुम फिर से शांत हो गए। ध्यान किसी के दिल और आत्मा के बीच बातचीत है, लेकिन मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि ये इतनी जल्दबाजी में किया जाएगा। अगला कौन है?
That'd still be me, which is also you. We are 16 and the bad kid sitting behind us cut our hair. Leave now, Kaalaa Baunaa.
From the past to the present and the future,
The thing you are clinging on to,
facing and chasing. Think what it is. You are still asking questions that cannot be answered, just as you always did. what do you think I should chase after? इस बार मैं धोखा नहीं खाऊंगी, कुमार। उस दिन के बाद से मैंने खगोल विज्ञान का अध्ययन कभी नहीं छोड़ा। Keep moving. The 20-year-old me was fierce. That pain feels real.
You came here sooner than I expected, Kaalaa Baunaa. I knew you would come.
Kumar. Finally, see you again.
I miss you dearly too, my child. I hope you've been doing well while I was away. Hope you're happy with the surroundings I set. I always find it enjoyable here. A place full of memories. And perfect for small talks.
I'd rather you suffered, miss.
Ah, someone is having a worse attitude these days. There's no need to look around, kid. I already had a few years of experience in the field before you started your research. And one of the most basic skills one has to master in the meditator's realm is to cover up the traces of reality.
Even so, you didn't even think about creating a starry sky for yourself here.
That would be unnecessary. You can see it any time outside this realm if you like.
Why did you invite me here?
I know you've put in a lot of efforts. I understand the difficulty within and sympathize with you, Kaalaa Baunaa. I always do, just like what I did with my younger brother. By the way, that letter has been delivered to him safely, I assume? You're smart enough not to bring the Vishnu statue with you. Did somebody kindly remind you not to do that? Never mind, that's not helpful.
I don't understand. Why involve him?
Maybe I was being vindictive out of hatred, like you said. After all, they precluded me from doing anything even before I give it a try. Although my misfortune was not my brother's doing, there's no one else left in the family to take my anger. So ask me now. Ask me anything you wish to know. I can tell you everything. What you're curious about, what you're confused about, anything you can't work out in your little brain, I can explain it all.
Hasn't the idea that I might locate you bothered you for even a second?
Locate me? You are still as naive as a child, my Kaalaa Baunaa. You little dummy Ulu. That is simply impossible.
This is the first time you doubt my capability.
No, why would I do that? Of all the students, you are the only child who is smart enough to follow my steps this far. You just don't have time on your side and need a better mindset in dealing with the unexpected. I've tried to teach it to you. Remember those impromptu speeches I asked you to give? Those were good practice.
Don't have... What do you mean?
Perhaps you have put too much stock in the idea that I will rely on Manus Vindictae in this. Instead, I trust myself more than them. And of course, I also trust you. What's more, they were never good enough for me. But luckily, I have never been a real arcanist or a real human, only pretending to be either of them when necessary. I can easily act like an arcanist to gain their trust, just like I could act like a human when I was teaching at Baunaa. What are you staring at? Take it if you're interested. What? You thought it is the key to cracking the meditator's realm, like the stone statues earlier? Though it is too late for hints, there is one thing I have to remind you of. You didn't catch up to the real me, nor did you improve the situation by entering the realm. You chased me all the way here, chased the hope of winning against me, but you only helped me complete my plan. The moment you entered the realm, the last step of my plan was done.
I completed... what?
As you know, exerting influence on reality through the meditator's realm is challenging. After all, this realm is like the shadow of its real counterpart, a reflection of reality. I went to a lot of trouble, even wasted a statue, to finally stick out a corner of the shadow over the boundary of the two worlds.
You mean the statue in the cave?
Yes. What I needed was an outside-in force to break the realm, which is almost unbreakable from the inside. A mirror can reflect objects, but there's nothing it could do to itself. It can only be shattered into pieces by people not from the reflection, but reality. Whenever there is a shooting star streaking across the sky of this realm, an equally beautiful star will fall on the real Earth. And guess what? You are the force I'm looking for.
No. How? So the fluctuation I detected, the energy of the celestial body felt by the Foundation girl, are just false alert?
Oh no. I have to admit, that young girl was not part of my plan. But at least you are on the right track about what happened. If anything is to blame, it's your ego. You were trying to win. but not by saving people. The idea of proving yourself to me outweighed their lives. You must be wondering, how could she lay such a trap with her insignificant arcane power? She can barely lift a lump of clay. She must have had the Manus Vindictae on her side to help. All that being said, you don't have to view yourself to be a lesser version of me. You're still my best student, my best colleague, and my strongest rival. Well, with some room to improve. Even this time, you didn't lose the game for lack of wits, but for the fact that I know you a bit better than you know me. And I simply have more experience hunting a prey.
You and the Manus have never thought that. That means if I didn't enter the realm to see you,
then things are going to be tricky for me. You would be enjoying a happy Deepa festival, while I would be crying in a dark corner nobody knows of.
why? Why would you?
Well, time's up. Remember to ask the most important question first next time, chap. Don't thank me for that suggestion, and don't think too much of my kindness. I didn't explain all these things for your sake. I told you everything because only by doing so can I enjoy the victory to its fullest. Your desperation is a good prize for me. You know I have a bad taste for entertainment. Go back to the Deepa festival. At least there's one good thing left for you. You will get to see that beautiful shooting star with your own eyes, just like I will. Alfida.